Hey y'all, it's Cody from the Keepers of Nerdom again. This time around, this video is we're going to focus in on something that's in many ways kind of near and dear to my heart. I love studying this part of World War II history, the the Third Reich, and also we get to see some of Russia itself as well. And so what we've got here is this is it. This is a World War II German flag, and this was, oh, look at that. Flag flew over Stalag 3A, a German POW camp at Luckenwald, and they seized the flag while the Russians ran in one side of the camp and the Germans ran out the other. It's crazy, because these are the things that we need to be aware of, the evil, the terribleness that happened in this era, and recognize it, understand it, and study it so that way we don't repeat it. So first off, I believe this is World War II British rubberized motorcycle rider's outfit. Which rubberized, I'm not quite sure where the rubber's coming in, but I don't see it. But the other one that's right here is the Russian officer's coat and ushanka. And I'm in a museum here, so just understand there's going to be other background noises behind, but this thing is like pristine. Like, it is beautiful. Russian officer's coat. And that ushanka, I love it. There's the hammer and sickle right there. And so what we're going to see, though, is some pictures from the war, from the era, and some of the, here's awards for Adolf Dorfler, World War II medals awarded to him. He was born in 1918 and died in 1944. He died in World War II serving his country. Ironically, a country that was standing for some pretty terrible stuff. But that's the reality. And so what we've got here, what is this? POWs returning home in 1945. Examples here, like people that lost their lives in the midst of this conflict and like resistance and what happens there. What we've got here is another Nazi flag, a captured German Luftwaffe uniform. Look at that. And that's in really pretty good condition too. So the Luftwaffe, I can't ever remember how to say it. Is it Luftwaffe, or Luftwaffe? I don't know, but it's cool to see this stuff, because this is like, you see movies of it, but the real deal, their real stuff right there, with their bird and their Nazi symbol on top. This is amazing. And so right here we've also got some Russian rifles. This is the SVT, I believe, SVT-38 rifle. This is so cool to actually see. We've got the MG34. You play like Call of Duty, you see this gun, but to actually see it in real life, and this thing, my goodness, and it's, what would it fire? Let's see where it's at. I don't know. Is it 7.62 millimeter? Probably belt fed, but I'm not sure. 800 to 900 rounds per minute, and that's 577,000 were produced. That's a ton. Captured Hitler Youth knife. Okay, this is the stuff that's just fascinating, because it tells such a weird, crazy story, because Hitler was so good about getting people to get onto his side to do terrible, crazy things, and they didn't even truly realize, and some of them, what all that they were going ahead with, and then others knew exactly what they were doing and just went along with it anyway. I'm like, yeah, sounds great. So right here, this is a Hitler's Youth armband, as in training kids to hate other people and to get them ready for military service for the future. We've got a War Merit Medal and civilian, and then also Volkssturm armband. If memory serves, that's like defenders of the homeland towards the end of the war. And so we've also got German grenade from World War II. Look at that. Like, that is just amazing. And then we come over here, German World War II silverware, paratroopers badge, and right here we've got an actual MP40, their submachine gun that was used in World War II, and it's just it's a pretty firearm. Look at that. It's just beautiful. So simple and elegant, and it's got the stick mag sticking out right there. Really cool here. And then, what is this? Is it coconut? Coconut, mailed home during World War II. Okay. Souvenir knives, and there it is right there. Mein Kampf itself, the book written by Adolf Hitler himself in 1925. It was gifted to newly married couples by the Nazi Party. That is crazy stuff. These are the things that just sometimes we lose out when we don't study them out. Winter mittens, training swords. We've got an actual World War II Japanese cavalry sword. Look at that, guys. Mortar rounds from World War II Japanese. Original rifle rounds and the clip. So this clip, you would actually like use it to feed into some of these guns. Now this is a weird rifle. Look at just, it's so big and bulky on that part. And we've got another, is this an Arisaka? We don't have a label for some of these, and it's driving me crazy because I want to know. Now what's funny about this is a German pilot cold weather suit, and what cracks me up is they even have a zipper for bathroom breaks, because you get into this, you're not coming back out of it till you're off duty. M40 helmet with shrapnel damage you can see on the side. That is amazing. And yeah, it's right here. Cool. Guys, look at this. This is what's called a Japanese knee mortar launcher. And if memory serves, this is what it would fire out of it. This was actually not meant to be put on your knee, but it looked like, because of the roundedness of the bottom of this thing, that you'd put it on your knee. But apparently some soldiers would actually put it on their knee and break their kneecap, break their leg. It was bad. And what's another interesting thing about these is these are Japanese winter coat, hat, and gloves. Again, super, super small. And Japanese tanks were often really tiny too. And so it's fascinating to see that their size. Oh, here's another Nordhausen concentration camp flag, guys. Like, ugh. Not fun to see, but yet. Oh, we missed this earlier. We did not catch this. This is a World War II Russian uniform. Looks real fancy. Just kidding. It is very, very basic. It is here. Good luck. Don't die. But if you do die, give your gun to the next person. Soviet pilot. Soviet pilots look pretty cool though. They were in style. What we got here? Mauser Kar-98K. That's right. Huh?
From Iwo Jima.
How? What is?
This is a letter from Iwo Jima.
Whoa. So is U.S. serviceman?
I would say so with the flags
Yeah,
on it.
sorry, I'm like so distracted looking at everything I could even, yeah. I can't believe I just asked that. I get so excited looking at all this stuff that I start not looking at the bigger details. Look at how many
Decorations. Yeah.
ribbons that guy had. C.E. Murray,
He was a pilot, I'd say.
pilot. What's up on his shoulders mean for rank?
It's captain.
Captain? Mm-hmm. Cool. So what are these flowers or
That's
leaves
the
here?
bronze
Sorry.
colored is the major. The silver colored is lieutenant colonel. So that's major. And this is a first sergeant.
First sergeant. This is so cool. And so guys, we're gonna do just some quick glances through some of this extra stuff right here, because I know this has been this is a more modern bazooka towards the end of World War II. It's much bigger. This is what I kind of picture when I picture bazooka, but yet there were older styles. Again, captured Chinese people's uniform, army padded winter uniform right there. Look at that. That's a red Chinese rifle. It looks an awful lot like a, oh my goodness, the Russian rifle from World War II that they would typically use. Some of this stuff you're going to start getting into, like M16 right here, past World War II as well. And this is the M14 rifle. It's beautiful. But, oh my goodness, the Mosin Nagant rifle, because oftentimes some of the countries that had less resources or ability to produce stuff would buy them off of other companies or other countries, so that way they could keep producing these these crazy weapons. And what we've got right here is the M60 machine gun. Looks like it's a... Is it a training one?
No, there's one.
I can't tell. Hey, Tony,
Yes, mine was too.
is this... This is a training one, isn't it? Is this a training rifle, or is it...
No, it's
Is this legit?
that's a saw, I believe, M60.
It just looks...
That's the saw with the tracer rounds on it.
It just looks kind of
Yep.
welded together in some... It's like almost to the point of not usable, but I guess it's just parts that should be welded together. It's interesting.
It doesn't look.
And what's crazy, guys, M60 was in service until the late 1990s. One thing I want to show you as we close out, especially right here, because we get into the more modern stuff, is this. This is a Diagaterev. It's a DP-27. It was a Russian machine gun, and it was used by the Viet Cong. And so some of this was World War II era, but then used later. And that's what's interesting about some of the conflict stuff after World War II. This material was then used later on for other countries, and they were sold over there, so that way the company that was producing them could still make money and continue production. It's fascinating. What is this? Gun sight. Look at that, guys. Death cards. All right, we didn't talk about this, but this is like Vietnam stuff.
AK-47.
Weird. So we're gonna close up right here with one last little thing to show you guys. Is this an RPG-7? Something that's still in use today, and they've been produced for decades. It's just amazing to see everything that's happened over the years. And so some of this stuff, yeah, we're getting into Vietnam era things, and I just want you to see, though, because it is stuff that was often produced even from World War II era and then sold to other countries. So here you go. This is just epic, amazing stuff.
Well, they send,
And so
normally they send a delegation to house.
I hope you guys have enjoyed looking at all this memorabilia and the epicness that has happened over the years in conflicts. I've been Cody from the Keepers of Nerddom. Take care.